Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is the difference between being the man she craves and the man she walks all over. Respect isn't optional. It's the only way she will ever see you as the man you deserve to be. Without respect, it doesn't matter how much money you make, how good-looking you are, or how much you love her. Nothing else will matter. Respect is the foundation of every real relationship, and if you don't have it, your relationship is already dead in the water. Here's the truth they won't tell you. Respect isn't given because you're a nice guy or because you try hard. Respect comes when you command it, not demand it. And that's a skill most men don't even realize they need to master. If you don't make her respect you from the start, you'll never get it, no matter how hard you try later. Let's get one thing straight. Respect is not something you're born with. You can't force it. You earn it, step by step, with how you live your life every single day. And that's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism is the key to mastering your emotions, controlling your reactions, and becoming the kind of man who doesn't just talk. He delivers. The kind of man who she looks at and knows, this guy is solid. This guy has his stuff together. This guy is someone I want to follow. Now, you're probably thinking, what does ancient philosophy have to do with me getting respect from women? More than you think. Today, we live in a world where men are constantly chasing validation, chasing likes, chasing attention. But a man who lives by Stoic principles doesn't chase anything. He attracts respect because he doesn't need it. And that is what women notice. That's what turns heads. Women are tired of men who are all over the place emotionally, who lose their cool at the slightest provocation, or worse, who try to buy respect through fancy dinners and gifts. Women don't want a guy who crumbles under pressure, or one who pretends to be something he's not just to win her over. A real woman wants a man who's calm, composed, and consistent. A man who stays true to himself no matter what. And that's where Stoicism hits home. Why self-respect is non-negotiable. Here's the harsh reality. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will. Not your friends, not your co-workers, and certainly not the woman in your life. Self-respect is the foundation of all respect. If you can't look in the mirror and genuinely feel proud of the man staring back at you, how can you expect anyone else to? Self-respect isn't about being arrogant or selfish. It's about holding yourself to a standard that says, I am worth more than the bare minimum. I deserve to be treated with respect because I treat myself with respect. And guess what? The moment you start living by that standard, people start to notice. They see that you're not someone who can be pushed around, manipulated, or taken for granted. Women pick up on this faster than you might think. A woman can tell within minutes whether a man respects himself or if he's just pretending. And let me tell you, if she senses that you're weak, desperate, or that you're putting her on a pedestal, she will lose respect for you quicker than you can blink. How many times have you texted her a dozen times after she didn't respond, thinking it would get her attention? How often have you agreed to things you didn't want to do just to make her happy, thinking that would make her like you more? That's not self-respect. That's desperation, and it's repulsive. Stop chasing her approval. Stop texting her 10 times a day. Stop bending over backwards just to keep her attention. Instead, start focusing on your own life. Build something for yourself. Start respecting your own time, energy, and goals. When she sees that you don't need her validation to feel good about yourself, that's when she'll start respecting you. Actions speak louder than words. You've heard it before, but let me break it down for you. Actions speak louder than words. No woman cares about what you say you're going to do. They care about what you actually do. If you say you're going to call her and don't, you've already lost respect points. If you promise to meet her somewhere and flake, she'll never take you seriously again. But it's not just about keeping promises. It's about consistency in everything you do. Women are constantly watching, whether they admit it or not. They're observing how you handle stress, how you treat people, how you handle setbacks. If you crumble under pressure, if you lash out in anger or frustration, she'll see you as weak. But if you handle yourself with grace, if you maintain control even when things get tough, she'll see you as a man she can rely on. Consistency is key. Don't just act like you have it together. Actually have it together. That means showing up when you say you will, doing what you said you were going to do, and not making excuses. A woman can see through a man who talks big but has nothing to back it up, and she'll lose respect for you faster than you can recover if you can't follow through. Here's your practical action. Every single day, make a list of the things you need to get done, your priorities, your goals, your commitments, and execute them without fail. Don't tell her you're going to be a better man. Show her. Don't tell her you're going to start hitting the gym. Go. Don't tell her you're working on yourself. Do the work. Mastering emotional self-control. Now, let's talk about emotional control, because this is where most men fail miserably. Women respect men who have control over their emotions, not men who fly off the handle every time something goes wrong. You can't afford to be that guy who loses his cool, who snaps, or who lets his emotions control him. Let me be real with you. Most relationships end not because of big, dramatic events, but because of how men handle the small things. You get into an argument, and instead of staying calm, you lose it. You say something you can't take back. Or worse, you start getting defensive, and suddenly, the argument spirals into something much bigger than it should have been. But the man who can control his emotions, he's the one who earns her respect. He's the one who, even in the heat of the moment, can keep his composure, think rationally, and lead the situation to a resolution. That's the man she'll turn to when life gets hard. That's the man she'll trust. And don't get it twisted. This isn't about being cold or emotionless. It's about choosing how and when to express your emotions. It's about being the calm in the storm. When you control your emotions, you control the situation, you control the outcome, and that's power. Building your value through purpose. If you want to be respected, you need to bring something valuable to the table. I'm not talking about money or status. I'm talking about your purpose. Women respect men who are going somewhere, who have a mission in life. If all you're doing is chasing her, you've already lost. Here's the thing. Women don't want to be your purpose. They want to be a part of your life, sure, but they don't want to be the center of it. They want to see that you have a vision for your life, a goal, something that drives you. Because a man with a purpose is a man who's going places, and that's attractive. In today's world, it's easy to get distracted by the superficial, by social media, by chasing quick highs, by living for the weekend. But that's not going to earn you respect. What's going to earn you respect is focusing on something bigger than yourself. Whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or pursuing a passion, you need to have something in your life that you're working toward. Find your purpose. If you don't know what it is yet, start exploring. Try new things, learn new skills, push yourself outside your comfort zone, and when you find it, commit to it fully. Make it your priority and let everything else, relationships included, be secondary. Women respect men who have a mission. Be that man. So here's the bottom line. Respect is earned, not given. It's earned through how you live your life, by respecting yourself first, by backing up your words with actions, by mastering your emotions, and by pursuing a purpose bigger than yourself. The men who are respected are the men who don't chase. They attract. They attract because they don't need validation from anyone, least of all from women. They attract because they're focused on becoming the best version of themselves, not on winning someone's approval. If you want to be respected, stop trying to get it from others and start demanding it from yourself. Respect yourself, and the world will follow. If you're ready to take control of your life, master your emotions, and become the kind of man who commands respect without even asking for it, hit that subscribe button. Join the movement of men who are leveling up and becoming unstoppable. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and start making the changes today. Respect yourself, and she'll respect you too.